Hey folks, Iliya with TWRAPS here, and I'll show you how to install our Rivian mud flaps. When you get them, they'll come in a box like this, and I'll show you what's in the box. You'll get the installation kit, and I'll go over this as I'm doing the installation itself. You get the rear mud flaps and the front mud flaps. And we'll begin with the front. So you'll need the installation kit, and you'll need the L key for the front. So without further ado, let me begin on the front. We'll use the smaller of the two L keys to first remove these 4 screws from the front. And I recommend turning your front wheels in such a direction as to open a little bit more space here so you can work more easily. Also worth noting that the fronts are identical between the R1T and R1S, and the backs are compatible with both, but I'll show you what the difference is and how to install it. Alright, I got the 4 screws off, and next up I want to install the actual mud flaps. Get the mud flap itself, and now you just want to just position these. You can hand tie them. And then I'll just tighten them. Now, something else that people mention is that do the work given how thin they are, and I wanted to address this. This is 2.5mm thick ABS treated with UV resistant coating. So yeah, they definitely do the job. If you prefer molded ones, I know there are options for those on the market, totally up to you. But we make these slim ones that have a very minimal profile, add very minimal weight to your car, and they do the job great. Alright, that's it. The front one is installed. As of shooting this video, we don't have a version that has a cutout here for the idle hole. In my experience, and I've tested these over several thousand miles, in my experience, covering this hole has no impact on range, but at the same time it protects your rockers area. Otherwise the wheels might throw rocks through that hole here onto your rockers area. So this way we protect this. I might at some point develop a version that has a cutout. You can check on our website, but for now we cover this hole. Onto the rear mud flaps, we'll again use the same Torx and remove this screw and the one under it. Next up, there is another screw here. I'll just change my camera angle to show you. We need to remove that one too. Alright, next up we remove this screw over here. For that one we need to use the bigger Torx key that we provide. So, the next step is to assemble this, the rear mud flap. So we'll start getting stuff from the install kit, and I'll show you in just a moment how to put this together. Alright, so this mud flap, if you want it on this side, it will go like this, and for that reason we need to use this bracket. We'll push it through the mud flap like this, so that the bracket is protruding towards the rear of the Rivian, and then we'll use the provided screw and washer, screw, washer and nut to hold it all together. Actually, I'm sorry, my mistake. The direction should be the opposite of that. Okay, so this is what you want to achieve. We're looking at the back of the mud flap. Now that we have this, I will first screw it here. And now here's where the difference between the R1T and R1S comes. For the R1S, we're gonna use the top and the bottom holes, and for the R1T, we're gonna use the top and this one. So I'll just return these original screws here. Alright, and the last step is screwing this back. Now notice that with the original Rivian screw, it will probably not work. I know they changed it a few times. This is a Gen 2 R1S. So our mud flaps work with both the Gen 1 and the Gen 2. Yeah, as you can see, it's not holding because this is too short. That's why we provide you with a longer version of this, which you should use. And we also provide this spacer, which is completely optional. Some people prefer to just screw this in, but then if you look from the side of the Rivian, you'll see there is a small angle here on that bracket. So if you prefer to eliminate this angle, you can just use the spacer like this. And this is pretty much it. This is what the installed mud flap looks like. Let me walk you around. Now, do notice with the rear mud flaps, there will be a little bit of space over here. It does not alter their function in any way. I'm just saying, if you look from that particular angle, you'll see it. From any other angle, you'll not. And here's the front.